Elite Dangerous News.
So here we go. Now we're into Elite Discussion Topic 2, and we're gonna make this fairly quick because we gotta close this out for the night. Astro's like, dude, it's fucking tomorrow already.
It's 4:30 a.m. Yeah.
All right. So after 4 years of waiting for HYFORD'S cache to be fixed, FDEV fixed it a month ago and announced that it was fixed so that people could travel 26,000 light years to it to get a message that it would actually display something in 3 weeks' time. Then they traveled back out to Colonia again to scan it and get the message. Except it wouldn't scan for about 2/3 of the people there. And for those who it would scan for, it sent them 26,000 light years away back to the bubble. And it actually pointed to the wrong system, as there were two systems with the same name, HIP 26176. The one that was the wrong one was, if you pulled it up, it would come up as a system, but it would be 37 Phi 1 Orionis. FDEV fixed that a few days later. Once you found the correct system, HIP 26176, the correct of the two of the HIP 26176s, getting there was a bit of an issue, as you must traverse a large permit-locked area. So the actual workaround is to target Witchhead Nebula, then from Witchhead Nebula target the Orion Nebula Tourist Center, the system where Salvation's megaship is in it, and then from there target the real HIP 26176. Do not target the wrong one or you're fucked. Then once you get there, the location mentioned by HYFORD in his secret deathbed confession message as the secret base where he transported occupied escape pods, you find not that, but a beacon that you can scan for another puzzle. I fucking swear we're waiting for advancements at this point. I swear if this ends with a decoded message telling me to drink more Ovaltine, I'm gonna fucking shoot somebody. Alright. Look, here's the deal. However this ends, it's basically one massive buggy tease of a story with multiple arbitrary built-in fucking delays and several broken parts that just will lead you off into a dead end. Basically, this is the perfect microcosm for Elite, Dangerous, and Frontier developments. I don't know where to end that. I guess that's the end of my thoughts. Let's start with our guests. Down to Earth Astronomy, what do you make of that little rant?
Yeah, so the little bait and switch, like go to Colonia because you think there's an event going out there, and then it actually goes on in the bubble. Okay, that's. How could I see myself have flown all the way out to Colonia expecting some cool event going on, and then all you get is like, oh, by the way, you have to go back home, and that would be a little disheartening. I do, on the other hand, also have to give Frontier credit that it seems so far that the problems that the challenges that they have been giving us with this one being the large distances, one being the fact that you have to navigate around a permit lock system, and now there's apparently a puzzle. So far, it seems that there is no brute forcing steps. And that has been one of my main complaints about the last couple of events, where they would often give us a, hey, there is something going on within 100 light years of the system, which could be tens of thousands of systems. And that's just something that's impossible to solve as a solo player. So I've always, in the last couple of events, especially been around the whole That Master thing, I've been like asking, could we please get these events solvable by a solo player? Because it's super fun for the groups, for the big groups that likes puzzle solving, and they will have a whole thing solved in 30 minutes. But it's not fun for the individual. So they're making events by making them brute force. They're making events for a very, very small group of players. So I gotta give them credit for actually said so far it seems there are no brute forcing steps in this, that it is actually solvable on your own. So you could go out, you could try to stay spoiler free, and then you could go to Silver for yourself.
The amount of bullshit involved in that, like, there's multiple, like, you didn't test for that. It's been sitting there dormant for 4 years. You didn't fucking test. I just drank 6 shots of 6 and 25 grain from the bottle because I'm done with that. But holy shit, Paul, our guest, do you have anything that you would like to add onto this goat rope that is the HYFORD'S Cache Ovaltine quest?
I would scream, but I feel like that would be more effort than FDEV put into developing this whole thing.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
This is my biggest problem with FDEV. This is one of the reasons why I haven't played Elite in a long time. Is every time I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to come back in and grab it, I'm like, I'm going to play this for like 2 hours and get done. If you don't have a means to either connect players to each other if you want to do a group event, or have a way that you can enjoy yourself as a solo player, why would I want to spend like whatever hours of trying to unlock a puzzle that hasn't actually been bothered to work? Like, I don't know. It feels like a whole lot of wasted time, not just from the player's perspective, but from a development perspective. You know, I don't know.
Yeah. Fair. I've heard Roy laughing at me through this whole thing. Roy, share your thoughts on the wonderful magic that is the HYFORD'S Cache quest.
Okay, so first, like you do, beep beep, Monohive. Go back like 10 minutes before Kai started talking about this thing and put in like spoiler alert in the audio. Just saying. Wow. When I first saw this thing was gonna, I guess when I was first reminded that this thing was gonna turn back on and open up, and I had high hopes for this. And I just, man, I just feel a bit sad, I guess, because in the last 2-3 weeks, it sort of felt like after the Led Zeppelin of Odyssey crashed, that maybe there was some new life being breathed into things, and update 6 had some cool stuff, and I saw the new UIs this week finally, and they look pretty good. And then this thing was like, oh, this could be the big thing that starts to revive some lore, and damn it, guys, can't you test this shit? Like, really? And yeah, I think the whole thing about going back and forth from the bubble to Colonia in an earlier age may have been more forgiven, but it just, really the handful of people that are still playing this game are probably a bit sensitive to things being done wrong, and they probably need to double check their work, FDEV, when you roll something like this out, because it's under such scrutiny that every misstep is going to be 100 times worse than it might have been otherwise. And I'm still pulling for this game, but it's just disheartening when something that could be really awesome, they're just sort of stumbling over themselves. I could say that much more crudely, but double check this stuff, even if it's a week later, 2 weeks later, a month later, because you need to be kind of hitting the mark here. If we're going to dig out of a hole with this game, you need to be continuously hitting the mark. And this one's a bit sketchy. I hope there's a big payoff at the end of this quest, because the other shoe will drop and people will be even angrier. So
Roy,
yeah,
drink more Ovaltine. News update: the 6 and 25 grain bourbon whiskey you heard a minute ago was gone. Pops McCann triple distilled single grain finished in American bourbon barrel also gone. It's been a night. I'm out of whiskeys, but I still
God.
It's okay. I've got a bottle of vodka close by, so it's my emergency.
Oh, the reserve. Good thing. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll say FDEV is driving you to drink more. That's always a good idea.
I cringe, but here it comes. Tweet.
Well,
don't hold back, brother. Tell the truth.
I don't know if everybody knows, but we have a Thursday night prep meeting, right? Prep meeting for the show. And I was kind of not saying nice things about this event. And Kai's like, no, you got to let me have this one.
Nope.
You got to.
No. Okay, wait. I want to clarify something because you brought that up twice now. Tweaked. You have to be nice to Frontier when Roy is reading out the community bits and whatever, and we're trying to fucking be polite. In the discussion topic, you own your feels, brother. You speak the truth, and whatever it is, I back you.
All right. The truth, my feels, there better be a freaking payoff for this. Like Astro said, to send people all the way to Colonia, and that's no small feat. And then to only say, oh, by the way, you got to go back to Bernard's Loop by the bubble. That's dirty. That's awful. And my biggest fear with this, I mean, I read all the spoiler-ridden posts and everything, and it's kind of a cool story. But my fear is, along with all of their other cool stories, it's not going to result in anything. If I'm wrong, assuming Xeno, if it could be anything like a human hybrid Thargoid, or it could be a bugs on the ground FPS action. If it turns into some kind of gameplay, then great. Absolutely great. But my fear is it's going to be listening posts, and that's it.
So, Burr believes that this is leading to the Orthrus. And that would be cool if it did, but even if that's the case, that has to mean, it can't just be that, oh, we see an Orthrus and then da-da-da-da-da-da. It has to, like, be a meaningful build to like something. We're going to close out this and Elite Dangerous with my man Wolf. Go for it.
2 weeks ago, my entire schedule for playing games got completely screwed by real life. Shit happens. I get it. I am now heading out to Colonia to go see stuff. I added some stuff on because I know a little bit of what's going on. I've not read all the spoilers, blah, blah, blah. I want to do this myself. I want to see what's going on. Like Tweaked, for the love of God, I hope that this isn't the end of this storyline. I want something to come out of it. And for fuck's sake, FDEV, if you really think your dick is that long that you can just do whatever you want, I hope to God you're not going to step on it and trip and fall down a flight of stairs, because you've set up something good. For fuck's sake, finally do good.
Oh, Robot Boy ends with robotness. That's the perfect way to end this segment. But you know what? I'm actually going to throw back to my man Astro. You're here, you're with us tonight, and, you know, redeem me. Say something to make all my shit better. I don't know. Give me hope, brother. Give me hope.
You want me to go again on the on the cash?
Anything. Yeah, just something to leave us with a little bit of something other than negativity on Elite. I'm trying to find the good in Elite, and it's hard these days.
I think the thing that's still okay. I have one little thing. So I've been collecting real life opinion polls. I've been asking people after every update Frontier's been doing what their overall opinion has been, positive, negative, or neutral. And pretty much since launch, it's been downhill, and there's been a growing number of people who have been negative. There's a shrinking number of people who have been positive. After update 6 was the first time that flipped, and we saw an increase in the number of people being positive and a decrease in the number of people being negative.
Okay.
It was a small change, but it was the first time that it flipped the other way.
I felt that. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And I have high hopes for update 7. I mean, so far the updates they've been doing, update 1 to 6, it's been good updates. They've been doing good work. Wish update 0 has been as good, but well, we're here now, and I hope that with update 7 that we're gonna continue to see that being positively received.
See, Denmark people are nice people.
We should mention real quick too that they've said that they're going to be next week. They're going to be releasing the next development update. So
Yeah.
they're going to talk about update 7 and things to come afterwards. So
Next
we'll see
week.
what that brings.
Next week in September, they're going to release the August update. Yes.
I'll add in another positive thing from an outside perspective. This is the first time that I've heard FDEV in a long time come out and say, we hear you, we messed up, we're going to fix this. From, you know, months back when they first started to address these issues. And based off of the sentiment that I've seen so far, it's baby steps. It's going to take them some time. They'll get better. And it seems like they're finally taking that into consideration. So there's some hope. I want more space games. More space games is good, and a healthy elite is a good idea for everybody involved who likes video games. So.
I definitely want that. I'm just not willing to lie about it. But yeah, I want it for sure. All right.
I think it's possible. I think this is it takes a big person to admit we messed up and we're going to try to fix this.
Fair.
And you know, FDEV's been around a long time, so I think they got this, but that's just me.